Ahoy mateys, this is BrickBeard, and today I'm taking a look at another Creator 3-in-1 set. This time it's a bit of a smaller one, so that means I have 3 speed build videos and only 1 review video in which I tackle all 3 of the models. I am talking about the Safari Wildlife Treehouse from the Creator 3-in-1 line. Let's see what all the options are with this one. So in front of me we have the A model, the Safari Wildlife Treehouse. If you want to see the building of this model or of the other 2 that I will be discussing, take a look at all the speed build videos in the corner here. So as you can see, like any Creator 3-in-1 set, there is 2 other models that you can build in this one. So we have the main model, which is this one, the Safari Wildlife Treehouse. Then we have the B model, that is a biplane with a lion, and then the C model is a catamaran with a little crocodile next to it. So 3 completely different sets, but all of them have a bit of a safari vibe to them. One being in the savannah with a giraffe, as you can see in front of me, and a little flamingo. The other one with a lion, so also probably somewhere in the African regions. And then the last one more on the water with a crocodile next to it. So very much variety in a set like this. This is set 31116, Safari Wildlife Treehouse from the Creator 3-in-1 line. It comes with 397 pieces and it retails for $30, €30, which comes down to 8 cents per piece. That is pretty much the normal rate for a Creator 3-in-1 set. It was designed by George Gilliatt and he is pretty new to the LEGO game. As far as I know, he only designed some Creator sets, so Creator 3-in-1 and Creator Normal or Creator Expert line. But let's take a look at all of these builds to see if it's noticeable that he is a new designer and that he really did a great job on designing all 3 of the models. But before we do that, we are going to take a good look at the minifigures. There's 2 minifigures in this set, and of course they are the same for all 3 of the models. So let's review them first. The first minifigure is an adult female. She comes with a very cool looking blue jacket, and under that she is wearing a red sweater or shirt. The print of the torso goes around the back, but there's not a huge amount of detail on there. The leg piece is a very common leg piece in the grayish blue. And then we also see a pretty normal looking face print with a print on 2 sides. On one side a big smile and on the other side also a big open-mouthed smile with her eyes closed. And her hairpiece is a dark brown ponytail hairpiece, which looks really good, but it's not too special. All the elements this minifigure has are seen before. And the second minifigure is that of a young boy. He is also wearing a cool red jacket with a white shirt under it. And the print on the front is really nice. But on the back, again, it's a bit basic, although it fits the character pretty well. He has short legs in the teal or azure green color. And he as well comes with a double printed face. On one side, a small smile, and on the other side, he looks a bit sad. On top of that hairpiece, he has a black hairpiece with some spikes or big curls on it. And he has a little camera as an accessory. This is again a pretty nice minifigure, but nothing out of the ordinary because the elements are not unique to the set. So those are all the minifigures this set has to offer. And like I said, it's not that out of the ordinary, so I'm gonna rate that a 5 out of 10. Now, before we go down to rating the final, the complete set, so with all 3 models, let's take a good look at the other 2 models that we get in the set, so the C and the B model. And let's start with the B model, and that is the biplane with lion. Next to the plane, which is the main feature of this model, we have a little bush with a skeleton under it, and a small bird in it, and a lion. And everything looks just a bit too blocky for my taste. It's not that it looks terrible, but this is absolutely not the set that you want to keep displaced from these 3. The lion just looks a bit underwhelming. The bush with the skeleton, it's a nice addition, but not too out of the ordinary. And the plane itself just looks very blocky and not really that nice if you ask me. So this model I'm not too convinced of. Although it works, it's clear that we're looking at a plane somewhere in the jungle by the color palette that it uses. It's not that much of an amazing set. And like I said, definitely not the one that you would keep displayed if you only have one copy of this set. Then we have the B model, and that is the catamaran with a crocodile. And this has a bit of the same issue that the C model also has. It's visible that it is supposed to be a catamaran with a crocodile next to it, but it's just a bit blocky and not that clear. But it's just a bit blocky and a bit messy even. The crocodile is also recognizable, but very rectangular, so he has no movement whatsoever, and that makes him very static. There's a little bird next to it too, and then the catamaran itself, which works, but again, it doesn't look the best. And if I had to choose between this model or the biplane, I would even say, I think I would even prefer to leave the plane up, because this looks even worse displayed than a biplane does. Alright, so those were the two alternative models. That leaves us with the main model. Let's see if this does a bit better than the other two alternatives. And clearly out of the gate you can see that this is absolutely where the set shines. The giraffe looks super cool and very recognizable. Its size is impressive and compared to the minifigures in a good scale. And the treehouse itself is also built up in a really nice way. I personally really love Treehouse. I had a Treehouse when I was a kid, so it's something that also makes me a bit nostalgic. You can clearly see that this is a very luxurious treehouse. We have on this side a little bench, and there's even on the inside a small bathroom in here. I really love the way that they have the roof on top of this, and we even get some plants down here and a bird on top with a small little wind meter on the side. And don't forget about the flamingo that's next to here. This is clearly the main model, and it works absolutely the best compared to all the others. It's instantly recognizable. The color palette makes it seem that it's very much a savanna safari type of building, and I think they did a great job on this A model. The B and C model, on the other hand, are not that out of the ordinary. I'm not too fond of those, but the A model makes up for a lot of it. And even if you would only buy this for the A model for $30, it's still, I think, a pretty nice deal. So, down to rating the rest of this set. The building experience from all three builds combined, especially if you look at from the process where you build all three models, break it down and build it again, and also have some leftover parts in which you can do some spare part mocking. I think the building experience was super fun. I had a lot of fun with this little set. Also with the B and the C model with the spare parts that you had there. So for building experience, I'm going to rate the set an 8 out of 10. Playability. There is some things like the crocodile being very rectangular and static and not movable, and that is not really too nice. But I think overall, with the treehouse, with all its little features and the animals next to it, I think there's absolutely something to play around with. It comes with 2 minifigures, which is also nice for a for a set of this size. So I'm still going to rate the playability a 7 out of 10. The display value. The B and the C model really drag the display value of this set down because I cannot consciously rate those higher than like a 4 or a 5 out of 10. This, on the other hand, I think this is a beautiful little set. It looks great. So that's why I'm going to rate the display value on average for all 3 models a 6 out of 10. Parts. It's the same thing we have with Creator 3-in-1 models all the time. The part selection is not that amazing. It's okay, it's decent, but it's not extraordinary because all the parts that we get in here are very common. There is some unique stuff going on here in the tree trunks that we have on the bottom here. And some not too common stuff, but overall it's not too spectacular, and I'm going to rate that a 6 out of 10. And value for money at 8 cents a piece, with 3 models being able to be built and the spare part mocking, I think this is a great price per piece and a great value for money on this set. You're going to have hours of fun with this. Especially if you try to build something out of it yourself without the instructions. And I think this is definitely a good price at $30, €30. And I'm rating that an 8 out of 10. which comes down to an overall for this set, divided over all the 3 models that you get with it, still a 7 out of 10. Pretty good rating for a little set like this. When I started building, because I usually start building with the C, then the B, then the A model, when I started building it, I really didn't expect this set to get a very high grade, because the C model and the B model are not too exciting. I wasn't too convinced about those, but the spare part mocking really made up for that. And then I got to the A model, which is a beautiful little piece. And I think still the 7 out of 10 is a really good grade for this. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching again, and don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Hit the notification bell so you stay updated on everything that's going on my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.